looking for a large project to build in Minecraft for a while. Recently, I found one. I love Minecraft. I also love Elden Ring, so I decided to put the two together. It's an ambitious project. Elden Ring is a massive game and every bit of it is full of details, but I am determined to give it a try. The largest issue I had with this idea is that the lands between are not only really large, it's also extremely tall. So tall that Minecraft's height limit won't let me 100% accurately build everything. Some things like the Erd tree would need to be thousands of blocks tall, and that's not even considering the massive underground areas. Unfortunately, with the height limit, it is impossible to make a perfect recreation. That isn't a problem for today, however. Today's problem is figuring out what height to create the first building. I think the best place to start would be the place that you start Elden Ring, the Chapel of Anticipation. Because of the underground dungeons, I will make Y level 0 sea level. The rest of the map will build up from there. Now the Chapel of Anticipation is on top of a cliff, a decent way up from sea level, so I'm going to assume about 100 blocks and build it there. Since it's on an island, it won't really matter too much if the height's not perfect for this build. I used mostly stone blocks for the main structure while building it. I added in the details and texture after I had the right shape. Since you can't really see the back of the chapel, I also had to assume what it might look like. Doors and roof on the chapel are grayish blue in Elden Ring, but in order to bring a little bit more color into the build, I used dark prismarine for a greenish blue, just to break it up a little. I don't really plan on making all the builds 100% accurate, since, like I mentioned earlier, that's not entirely possible anyway. Just getting them close, and then if I can make them look a little bit more interesting, since it's Minecraft, it's not like they're gonna look like they look in Elden Ring anyway, so just getting it close. Now I built most of the interior off camera, since it was a little bit hard to watch and, a bit boring. But I think I did a good job there. As you'll see in a minute, while I was building, I noticed that on the maps in-game, the chapel was facing the wrong direction. So I ended up rotating the entire build. Now this next island's main feature is the giant statue off to the side. And my statue making skills need some work. just say that. Creating a like the statue, I think it's good enough to represent one in Elden Ring. My skills with making statues improves later down the line. I might come back and make it look a little better. It's well, you can see it for yourself. I started on the boss arena. Considered building the giant spider guy, but considering how my statue turned out, I figured I'd skip that. Finally moved on to the Statue of America. I think I did better on this statue, but it's still not great, so maybe I'll improve it down the line as well. Made the rough shape of the cliffs with World Edit, but I'll go back on them later and terraform them to look better. This is just to get a rough shape down. Back and added all the details off camera because that was a lot of work that I just didn't have time to record at all. But I think it turned out looking pretty good. Once I had finished the cliffs, I started with the ocean. This is going to determine the sea level for the rest of the world as well, so I'm hoping I got it at the right height where I can still make the dungeons below sea level, and still have enough room to get the taller structures and stuff still looking proper above sea level. After the water's done, all that's left is to terraform the cliffs, which I'll do between now and the next video. If you know of anything I can improve on, I'd appreciate you letting me know. And since my channel's so small, if you want to see the next video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe.